Okay, one of the most difficult things I find is focusing at night. Your autofocus system doesn't work at night because there's no contrast. So the typical way people do it is they find the brightest star in the sky that they can. They position their camera roughly to where they think that star is. Then they set the camera to the lowest aperture you have, a relatively high ISO such as ISO 1600 or 3200, and then you go into LiveView. You go into LiveView and then you zoom in as far as you can to that star. And you want to start your camera somewhere where you think it's infinity, because if the camera is not on infinity, it'll look black and you'll just think that you don't see anything. So right now you can see in my screen there's a white dot. That white dot is a star. It's roughly focused. It's not perfectly focused. It's too big of a blob. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it away from infinity, and hopefully you'll be able to see what it looks like if you're not near infinity. Okay, that was barely me moving off of infinity, and you'll notice that you just see absolutely nothing. So you would think that you don't see a star, when in reality, the focus is just so far off you cannot see it. So let me attempt to get it back, the star back somewhat in focus. All right. And there it is. I don't know, is my camera, okay. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you can actually see the star. I'm saying that's a star, that could be Mars. October 1st, Northern Hemisphere, roughly southwest by west. So anyhow, we'll come back to the LiveView and notice, I don't know if my cell phone is going to have a hard time focusing on this, but it's kind of more of just a kind of a dot. And what you want ideally is to get that dot as small as you can get it. No, so that's all the way infinity, and that's bad. Let me see. Let me put the light back, a little mini light back. Does that help this thing focus or not? Kind of actually it does. So that's all the way actually at infinity, past infinity. So that's too big. So let's back it off just a little bit. That's pretty close. Let's see, pretty close. Now it's gone the other way. I don't know if you could tell, but that's me going to the right. That's me going to the left. And it's just slightly too far. So I need to back it back to the right, just to where it gets to be as small as it can be, right about there. You probably can't tell, but you're going to want to work. It's going to be a very fine-tooth line. As a matter of fact, at some point you might even get it to where it looks kind of big and it looks kind of in focus. That's not focus. You want it to be as small as possible. All right, hopefully that will give you a rough idea of how to get focus on a star. On the Milky Way is what I'm out here trying to shoot. So remember, find a bright star in the sky or a planet, roughly point your camera to that star, set your camera to a high ISO, just pick ISO 3200, pick your largest f-stop of your lens, f1.8, f2.8, whatever it may be, go into LiveView. Oh, I did not mention, haha. So I have zoomed in as far as I can in LiveView. So if you zoom out, you're not really going to be able to tell. So you'll see here that I'm actually zooming in as far as my camera will zoom in on the star. That was a missing piece. So you zoom in and then you manually make sure your lens is in manual focus and set it roughly to infinity, and then you start fine-tuning until you get the smallest dots possible. Hopefully that'll help somebody.